you gotta be some real. You gotta be ashamed. You should be ashamed of yourself, dude. What kind of chump are you, bro? Are you kidding me right now? No way you're actually can be taken serious in the world now. All right, it's your boy J5. We jumping into this Christina Formella case. She was in court yesterday with her husband hand in hand, and there is some updates on her case. We're gonna get into them. If you're new here, please like and subscribe. I appreciate it a ton. We are following along with this Christina Formella case up until the bitter end.
Formella's family and her husband and his family are standing by her, and they believe the public fascination with her case is rooted in misogyny. They say in a new statement, the public shaming of women accused of sexual misconduct reflects deeply embedded patterns of misogyny that have persisted across generations. Christina has become the latest target of this troubling phenomenon, subjected to relentless personal attacks and sexist scrutiny that ignore the legal process entirely. Major platforms have chosen character assassination over due process, deploying the same misogynistic playbook used against countless women before her. The double standard is stark and undeniable. When men face accusations, we discuss evidence and procedure. When women face accusations, we attack their character, their choices, and their worth as human beings. This isn't justice. It's gender-based persecution disguised as accountability. This isn't just a double standard. It's a spectacle, a public ritual that punishes women not for what they've done, but for how they are perceived. Instead of discussing facts or law, public discourse fixates on Christina's appearance, her private life, even her lipstick, as if those details bear on guilt or innocence. That's not legal analysis. It's voyeurism, moral judgment, and cruelty excused by a self-serving performance of concern for an alleged victim. Now, I'll have more of the family's statement very.
Are you kidding me? Come on now. You got to do better than that. Oh, she's a woman. That's why this is happening. She's a woman. That's why they hate her. She's pretty. That's why they hate me. This is what you're going to go with? These are the public statements you're going to really go with? Don't let this lady get in front of a juror. It's over for her. It is over for her. There's not a jury in this country that if they get a hold of the details of this case that is gonna let this lady walk. Man, oh man, you keep letting them bury you. Keep letting your husband and your husband's family keep digging this hole for you. That just got even deeper. You're gonna play the I'm a woman card. Misogyny card. Come on, man. Do better. That's tragic. That's so trash. Wow. Like what? Imagine ducking accountability like that so fucking hard. Like knowing you did what you did was wrong. And the husband, what a fucking cuck, dude. You got cucked by a 15-year-old. Jesus Christ, what a bum, dude. I would have. There's no chance in the world I'd be marching my ass in there with this lady to a fucking court appearance because she was having sex with some fucking one of her students, some 16-year-old kid. Like you gotta be some real. You gotta be ashamed. You should be ashamed of yourself, dude. What kind of chump are you, bro? Are you kidding me right now? No way you're actually can be taken serious in the world now. No fucking way, dude.
Shortly, so stay tuned. Christina Formella did not go into court through the front doors as she usually does today. She somehow was able to enter through the back, and she left the same way as well, without reporters and influencers shouting questions at her. I want to bring in TikToker Abby Blabby. She's been attending all of Christina Formella's court appearances, and she attended the one today. So, Abby, I know this was pretty brief, so bring me up to speed on what happened, because I know that the media has been staking out the courthouse every time Christina Formella appears, and she arrives with her husband. They hold hands, but today they kind of faked everybody out a little bit.
They did, yeah. Usually they park in the back parking lot, and there's this big long walk into the courthouse, and media is out front and everything. But this time, I think they went through the back door to avoid everybody, which is interesting because security is at the front. And I was told that the main entrance is the only entrance into that courthouse. There were people there at 7:55 in the morning, and the doors open at 8. And they said we never saw her or Michael walk in. So that leads me to believe that somehow they were able to get in through the back door.
Interesting. So it appears to you that they made arrangements ahead of time to get Christina into the courthouse so she wouldn't have to
Yes.
walk past the media.
Yes.
And the media is very interested in this case. I mean, she's obviously an attractive woman, accused of some really, heinous things with a teenage boy. So
Right.
talk to me a little bit about what happened in court today.
Really nothing. They just set another court date. They said they were still going through discovery, and that was that. It took probably 30 seconds, if that.
New court date.
Wow. So it was very, very fast. Was her
So nothing really happened today in today's court date. Just going, so still going through evidence. Set a new court date. I'm curious when that is. So this is gonna still keep being pushed out.
husband with her today?
Oh yeah. And when they came out of the courthouse through the back door, and I saw them crossing the road, they were holding hands, which surprised me because honestly, I thought that they had only done that as like a show, but they were genuinely holding hands and walking together.
You've been covering the
What a
case. You
fucking
go
pussy.
there. You have yelled questions at Christina Formella. She never answers you, obviously.
No.
But you're talking about how you thought they were just doing this for show. Her husband showing up and holding her hand. It sounds like he's standing by her. And so, what have you seen as far as that goes inside the courtroom? I know you've kind of witnessed them huddling together and things of that nature.
Yeah, and it was very much the same way today. Outside of the courtroom, both sides of the family were standing together. The dads were walking together. The moms were together. They very much seem to genuinely support her. I mean, obviously her own family does, but I think the Formella family truly supports her as well.
So they are presenting a united front in this.
Yes.
Both sides. You're saying Abby's parents, Michael's parents, and Michael obviously is there with his wife.
Right. Yeah. Which obviously I don't understand at all. I have a son. If somebody did this to my son as a mother, I don't see how I could ever support that person, meaning like Christina and Michael. So if I was Michael's mother, I wouldn't be able to support her.
So Christina has pleaded not guilty. She has said that she is innocent. And since this case started, at the very beginning, she acted like this boy, the victim, the accuser, would not leave her alone. She characterized him as a stalker, things of that nature. The police then came out. She was indicted, I should say. The grand jury indicted her. So the prosecutor presented a case to the grand jury where she was indicted on a slew of new charges. And there were a lot of really disturbing allegations that came out, disturbing details. And while we can try to keep this a little PG-13, when we talk about this, we learned a whole lot more about what was going on, according to the prosecutor, with Christina Formella and this boy. When she was first arrested, they said, oh, this happened one time. It happened one time in the classroom, on such and such a date, and that was it. But it appeared that it happened a whole heck of a lot more than one time, according to the prosecutor.
Yeah, over the course of about 2 years, the prosecutor said they found evidence in the cell phones that suggests it began when
she was having a whole affair with this kid over a 2-year span. That's insanity.
And he was just 14 years old. She allegedly began grooming him when she was coaching him in soccer, and then it went on for around 2 years after she was married. So for quite a while, yeah. And I think they said 55 times, around 50 times, at least that they know about. I mean, there's probably more times that, they didn't discuss over text message or whatever. So it was probably more than that even, allegedly.
It's my understanding they also found a trove of text messages, messages between the two, where Christina Formella was talking about how she wasn't going to even stay with her husband. Like, it sounds like she, according to the prosecutor, was possibly going to leave her husband, Michael,
Yeah.
for this boy.
Bro, what? That's the ones that get me. Like, what did she say to him to like get him on, like to get him back in the fold? Like, yeah, it's fine. Like, I understand you made a mistake. Like, what did she say to him that got him? Like, once I would have like, there's a scenario in which like I could understand. All right, your wife's a Jezebel, but like I'm gonna stick with her because like she's like did some dumb shit, and it was like once, twice, she did something dumb. But then there's like several scenarios, several occasions, and she talked about leaving you for this kid, and you're like, no, I'm gonna walk hand in hand with her to court every day. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. I can't.
Yeah, and she even talked about that in her memoir. She references them being together after she got married and after the boy graduated from high school. And then the prosecutor says they found text messages in her phone where she says she was going to go through with the sham wedding and then get millions of his money or his family's money. And then she and this boy would ultimately be together and
And
live
he's
with that money.
rich.
So what's interesting to me is the fact that all of this has been stated in open court, that she allegedly, Christina Formella, had this plan, and yet the family is presenting this united front. So
I know.
that is an interesting kind of dynamic to me. So do you have any insight into that, since I know you're not like hanging out with them,
Right.
but you are in court witnessing all of this?
And Jeanette's like, huh?
Yeah, it honestly just completely baffles me. Like I said,
Baffled.
I have a son. He's obviously not as old as Michael and he's not married. He's a teenager, but just as a mother thinking about it, if somebody were to do this to my son, I would never be able to support that person. And not just Michael's mother, but Michael's father, Randy. He's at all of these court hearings. He seems to support her. He's given me some pretty mean looks when we've seen each other. I just don't understand it at all.
Are you getting any sense of what the defense in this case might be? I mean, we know that Christina Formella
I'm
told the
curious what that
cops,
is
according
too.
to the first petition for detention, which was denied, that
They
people
can't stick
try to
with
get her
that.
in trouble because she's pretty and things
Right.
like that. So that I don't think that's going to work in front of a
No.
jury.
Right.
So a jury will see, if this goes to trial, Christina Formella's interview with police. So
Yeah.
are you getting any inkling as to what the defense, where they might be going with this?
Honestly, I don't have a clue. Like you said, when it was believed to be an isolated event, and she was saying that the victim had stolen her phone and put her password in and sent the text messages to himself,
Yeah, that was the craziest defense. Like, yeah, he did it. He took my phone. Like, huh?
pretending to be her, that was kind of believable. Definitely possible. But now that they found around 2 years, they said hundreds, if not thousands, of text messages, videos, photos, all kinds of stuff. Even when she was apparently in Italy getting married, you can't fake that. At least I can't think of any way that somebody could fake that and still say, well, that wasn't me. I didn't do it. So, from a defense standpoint, I have no idea what their plan is. It sounds like the prosecution
During the honeymoon. Bro, you gotta dip, gang. You gotta dip. That's crazy.
has a mound of evidence.
So her defense team obviously is still going through this mountain of evidence that's been turned over to them, and they may still be receiving the evidence.
Yeah.
I'm kind of wondering, Abby, what it has intrigued you so much about this case, because you travel to the courthouse every time there's an appearance.
Yeah, what intrigues me so much about the case is the psychology behind it. This woman seemed to have everything. I mean, she's beautiful. I mean, she was correct when she said that. She's very pretty. She had this college sweetheart who was also very attractive. They're both educated. Christina has a master's degree, good job, good home, good, loving, supportive families, tons of friends, money. So it's kind of like when you have so much, why, like, what else are you looking for? What are you missing from your life?
Some excitement. People just be missing. They need something to be some kind of danger.
That made you do this. You know, cheating is one thing if it's with another adult, but a child, I don't understand it. It's the psychology.
It'll be interesting to see how it all plays out. When's the next
Yeah.
court date?
October 14th. And I will be there at that one as well.
Let's
We know
go.
you will, and you'll probably
Yeah.
be at the back door this
In
time.
the back door. Yep.
Yeah. Abby
Right.
Blabby, thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you.
I love her already, Abby. October 14th is the next court date. To write that down somewhere.
Now, I told you that I would have more of the statement from Christina and Michael Formella's families. They say she is not being covered. They say she is being hunted by creators. I told you that I would.
Yeah.
Yeah. Abby Blabby, thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you.
Now, I told you that I would have more of the statement from Christina and Michael Formella's families. They say she is not being covered. They say she is being hunted by creators. The statement says, as one respected publication recently reported, Christina has been splintered into internet caricatures, predator, unfaithful wife, hypocrite, by creators churning out dozens of videos a month and racking up millions of views. The goal is not truth, it's virality. Now trolls have turned on Christina's friends, stalking them over pregnancies, publishing the address of a wedding she was invited to, and encouraging strangers to show up or targeting them simply for refusing to denounce her. The intent is clear: public pressure, social shaming, and
No, that is weird, bro. Don't be doing that type of stuff that makes it like y'all start to look bad. Don't be doing weird stuff like that. Don't be showing up at nobody's wedding. Don't be showing up at none of her friends' house. That's weird. Don't do that.
isolation by mob demand, a coordinated campaign of bullying that has nothing to do with justice. We are not asking for sympathy. We are asking for fairness. We are asking you to respect due process. Like any person accused of a crime, Christina is presumed innocent, and her case will be decided in a courtroom, not on a social media platform. Reckless speculation, misinformation, and theatrical coverage do nothing to serve justice and set hard-won respect for women back decades. So that is the rest of the statement from the families of Michael and Christina Formella. She will be back in court in October. And that's it for this episode of Crime Fix. I'm Anjanette Levy. Thanks so much for being with me. I'll see you back here next time.
Yeah, that's trash, man. They really trying to go with the. I mean, they're good. You can tell she got some good lawyers for sure, because they're the one. There's the family didn't write that statement. Definitely, they worked with a lawyer to write that statement. But that's kind of what they're running with, this whole idea that she's the victim somehow. Is kind of crazy that that's what they're going with. But I guess that's one play. I guess that's a play that they can use. I don't think it's gonna work too well for them, but we'll see. We'll be back on October 14th to find out her fate, or at least part of it. I don't think we'll find out a whole lot, but if you've been enjoying the channel, man, should be subscribing. Subscribe should be right here, and if you want to watch another video, it should be right over here somewhere. Appreciate you.